One of the questions we get a lot is how much space a swivelCard and telepaper USB drive has. The honest answer is however much you need. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to load files onto a specific swivelCard that you can hand someone, and they and only they will be able to access, much the same way you would access files on a traditional USB stick. So let's start by going to Dropbox. The first thing you're going to need to do is sign up for an account at Dropbox, www.dropbox.com. Now Dropbox is a service that provides you with a hard drive in the cloud, basically where you can store any files you want. The basic account is free, and it comes with 2 gigabytes of storage space. 2 gigabytes is a good size. You can hold a lot of files in there. You can interact with Dropbox in one of 2 ways. You can go back to www.dropbox.com and sign into your new account, and you can access your files at any time that way. Or the better way, I think, is to download the Dropbox app, which will put a folder on your desktop that contains all your files. It's your Dropbox folder, and that stays synced up with your files that are online. So at any time your files are always up to date. You can double click your Dropbox on your desktop and access your files just the way you would do with a normal folder. This is a much handier way to go about it. And I'm going to proceed on the assumption at this point that you have signed up for this account, and you have it, and here you are in your folder. The first thing we want to do is get our files that we want onto our swivelCard so that we can actually share the swivelCard and have people access the files. So let me go someplace and pick a file. Let's say I want to grab a CSS file, lorna.css, and I want to put it into my Dropbox. So I click and I drag it over here, I drop it, and I give it a second to upload, and there it is, lorna.css. So let's get out of this. There's our file. Now before we leave here, we want to grab the link because we're going to use that later. We're going to put it onto our card. So the quickest way to do that is to right click lorna.css and click share. Here's your link, and you hold down Control and click C. Control C is copy. You've just copied your link. We close out of this because all we needed there was the link. Then we go to a new tab where you're going to access your actual card, and that is at need to be up in the URL field, don't I? my.swivelcard.info. Hit enter, and it will take you to the dashboard of your swivelCard. Now if you haven't signed up yet, if you haven't registered your group or signed yourself in, you're going to need to obviously start a new account. That's just a matter of your name and email address, and it's no problem. You can log in over here, and I'm going to go ahead, and I've already registered myself, so I'm going to just click on the group number of my cards. It takes me here. If I had any results to report, it would be right here. I click my cards, and here they are. And I see each card, and I see where it's pointed. So let's mess with it a little bit. Let's use this card here. So we go over to edit for this particular card, and here's the card's name. You can change that, but I'm going to leave it at the card number for now. And of course, if you want to, if you change it to some other name and then you want it to go back to this card number, you just delete the name from this field and it'll pop back to its number. So that's a nice feature. Go down to the route field, hold down Control and click V. Control V is paste, and you see here Dropbox.com and then lorna.css, so this is the link to the file that we want. Click Save. Great, that was this one. You've just associated this file with this card, and so when you hand this card out, the person is going to be able to plug it into their USB port and access this file from your Dropbox. Nice feature. Now, you may not know you can also do that not just with files, but with entire folders. So we click Edit for this other card, and remember we have to go get the link to the folder. We don't have that yet. So we go back to Dropbox. Here we are, and that was our file. We're going to go up to an entire folder. We're going to right click and hover over Share and go down to Send Link. And here's the link again. So we do Control C to copy, close out of it. We go back to our swivelCard tab in the browser, click on the route, Control V to paste, and here's the Dropbox.com link to your entire file folder. Click Save. And here we are. Here's your individual file on this one card. Here's your whole folder on this other card. You can hand them out, and the person who gets it will be able to plug it into their port and access the file that you have there. And let's go back to Dropbox for a minute. You can do that with any of these here. You can share any of this content that's in your Dropbox. So now you're able to change and edit. As you can see, you're able to put a file on any of these, any folder or any file that you would like. In the near future, we're going to be having mobile apps to make the process really easy. You'll be able to shoot the QR code on your mobile device and then associate that card with the content you want to deliver. It'll just take a few taps on your new app, so definitely watch for that. But this makes it a short, quick, and easy process. It's just a matter of clicking and dragging your file into Dropbox, getting the link, going over to your swivelCard control panel, clicking Edit, and popping it onto whichever card you would like to give to a specific individual. And so watch for that app. It's going to get even better.